slight changes in the smile, it can have already a big impact on the personality. This is not a matter of good luck, it's a matter of proper planning and proper execution. Well, the right choice is actually to approach dental professionals that are highly skilled and that really make sure that the specific product is used in a correct way. When we look at the product itself, it's important that we use tried and tested products and not only buy products based on the price. You know, premium manufacturers such as Ivoclar, they invest a lot in innovation, which is costly. And furthermore, they invest a lot of money in the quality control so that they have always the same high level or standard of quality that is sold to both dental technicians and dentists. So it is really important for us as professionals, as dentists, to go for that, to provide the best thing, and for the dental lab as well. And the good thing is, if the dental lab can prove and the dentist can prove that they use, for example, IPS Emax from Ivoclar, it is a very good way to show that to the patient also, that they come into a trusted office with a trusted lab. I think it's so important for everybody nowadays to rely on the quality and aesthetics. So I do think it is a very great idea because it gives more security to the patient. And you know, I'm not only a dentist, but at a certain stage, I'm also a patient. And I want to be able to trust the whole sequence. And I want to trust all stakeholders in this process. That means the dental technician, that they use the best possible materials and they process it in the best possible way. I want to trust the dentist also. Being a patient, everything is done to the best possible quality work, because at the end of the day I want to have very good looking teeth, but also want to have a very good longevity of the restoration, because I pay a lot of money for it. Well, I think with IPS Emax, aesthetic dentistry was revolutionized by Ivoclar. I remember when this was brought to the market in 2005, but it's already 20 years ago. And so then it changed dentistry quite a lot to the better, which was good because we had more aesthetic options. So nowadays we can do so many indications with that system. Starting from small little inlays to long span bridges, which is really good. You know, the IPS Emax, of course, it comprises lithium disilicate, but nowadays also zirconium oxide materials. Let's say IPS Emax Circat Prime or Prime Aesthetic. And that gives us, as professionals, a full range of aesthetic options, which are both. So I want to make that point. It's not only aesthetic, it's also quite resistant and tried and tested system. Yeah, I mean, one of the things is I want to impress my patients with an aesthetic, because I do think that a new smile can change not only the quick, appearance, like for a selfie, which is so important nowadays. It can change the whole life of patients. It can change the self-confidence. I have some examples from my own patients. They become a different personality after the smile was changed to the better. And so, but aesthetic is good. It's very important. It can change lives to the better. But that smile needs to last. So now you mentioned sustainability, right? And that's the clinical longevity is also important. So that the patient not only is happy for 1 or 2 years, but maybe for decades. The end of the smile is the end of a plan.
Yeah, so it is really important that both dentists and dental technicians, they have a certain treatment plan, okay? So we know when we go from A, B to C to D, it's a step, right? So we start in the dental office with the consulting the patients about the different treatment options and the price that comes with it. And then it comes with the treatment planning, very good alignment between the dentists and the dental technicians, because they need to cooperate and look for the same end result. And this is not a matter of good luck, it's a matter of proper planning and proper execution. So I do think we need to have skilled dental professionals like dentists and dental technicians that have a good cooperation, use top products like IPS Emax, and that comes together. I think the success is almost guaranteed and very good satisfaction for the patient. If we have that kind of image also, and that kind of a platform that brings together dental professionals, it makes life easier and more predictable for everybody. You know, sometimes dentists and dental technicians that work by themselves, sometimes a little bit of try and error. And what we want to have is more predictability. We do less corrections, which is less costly, better for the business, and at the end, better for the patient. So I do think if everybody is joining together with one great idea, working more professionally together, I think we can all benefit from that. You know, nowadays we have a lot of kind of all ceramic copycats, which are offered sometimes quite cheap, but they do have not the same aesthetic outcome. So for example, if you look at IPS Emax, the dental technician can choose between different translucency levels, which is so important because the patient's teeth are very different. Yeah, they also have different translucency levels and shades and so on. So the dental technician and the dentist, they can now customize the smile and pick the right translucency of the IPS Emax system to optimize aesthetics. So this is really important. Furthermore, we have different production options. But nowadays we can use digital technologies to CAD/CAM mill these restorations as well. So we are ready for the future with this system also. I have actually numerous of these cases, and these cases sometimes quite emotional, because even if you do little slight changes in the smile, it can have already a big impact on the personality. So for example, I had a 20-year-old patient. She was still in her education, and she had actually some crooked teeth. She had some Ts.Bs, some space in between the teeth. And she was actually a pretty woman when she was not opening her mouth. But the moment she smiled, everybody looked at that and said, "Oh my gosh!" And it detracts the whole personality. So everyone was looking at the end of onto the smiling rather than into her eyes and face. So I gave her a very good solution. I closed the diastemas. I opened the smile. I actually closed the diastemas and optimized the smile. And then she was like a different person. You know, when I finished the case, she could not even believe when she looked at in the mirror, and she was like, kind of gave me a hug. So I saw the patient after 5 days to follow up, and she was like almost crying because when she said, "I showed this to my family and friends, I got so much positive feedback about this, and I'm so much confident now, and I really love to smile." And the smile can say so much more than words. And if you can give if I can give back the smile to the patient, it's so very satisfying. So at the end of the day, the patient was so happy and emotionally driven, and all the feedback from the family and friends was fantastic. And there's nothing better more rewarding for the dentist and also for the dental technician like this. So I immediately shared this message with my dental technician. treating my patients in Switzerland in the clinic, and I do think everybody changing a smile and doing something on the teeth is a matter of trust. Okay, so at the first, I think a patient should go to skilled dentists that they can really trust, and they should also trust them to pick the right material, of course. And it's better to invest maybe a little bit more into their own smile, because it's an investment in the future. This kind of restoration should not only last for 2 or 3 years. They should actually last for decades. They can last if it's done properly, with a proper process, with a proper material selection. And I think this is so important, and it's probably worthwhile to go to a dentist who is kind of proven for the quality and ethical sense.